this man block me? He blocked me. Not saying you can't do it, honey, because, you know. Hey, what's up, VLadies? Welcome back to another episode of Vulnerable Talks with V, aka Girl Chats, okay? But if you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Victoria. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you never miss when I upload a video. And I'm sorry if you hear the glass clinking. I need my water, okay, because I'm about to be doing a lot of talking. Cheers, girl, okay? I don't have any wine or any type of liquor in the house. I try not to keep that stuff in the house because I gotta be able to get up in the morning. And I don't know what it is. The older I get, I cannot drink and get up the next day. I'll be tired. I'll be tired. I don't care if it's one glass. I need to sleep in, okay? So we got water today. This video is sponsored by Dossier. Dossier is a fragrance brand that makes inspired by luxury fragrances. So this fragrance I have here is inspired by Paco Rabanne, Lady a Million. This has beautiful raspberry notes in it along with orange blossom and amber. The next one is inspired by Jimmy Choo, I Want Choo. This also has very pretty peach notes in it as well. Dossier offers these fragrances at a fraction of the cost. If you're interested, I will have a coupon code on the screen and also a link down below. Get you a piece of luxury, girl. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about my horrible dating experiences, okay? I've had some good ones along the way, but you know how it go. You remember more of the bad ones. It's just how it go. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell you a couple. I'm really not that good at storytelling, y'all. I'm trying to get better because I do have a lot of things I want to talk to y'all about, so I just need to get better with it. I thought we could just laugh at my pain, girl. Maybe y'all can share some stories down below in the comment section as well, because girl, it has been rough out here. I see what people say. There is a lot of things that's not supposed to be in the dating pool, but you know, I'm really trying to get to the point where I speak, you know, not negatively about it. I want to say good things, like, okay, there is still good men, there is still people out there that want the same things as me. I'm speaking it, okay? Because if you keep, you know, speaking negative things over your life and your situations, you're gonna keep attracting that. So I'm trying my best to stop doing that. And I wasn't like that for such a long time, but girl, now that I have been out here in these streets, okay, feeling like a stray cat, I have witnessed a lot, okay? And now I see, because I used to be that girl, like, you know, I just had such a positive outlook on it. But once you had like so many different experiences with people and you see how people can be, you be like, ooh, this is what's out here, like, really? But anyway, I digress. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you do have a story you want to share, something funny, something recently that happened to you, so we can talk in the comments, kiki in the comments, girl. Leave your stuff down below because I love to read y'all comments. And I don't know if I said it already, but a lot of these situations have came from dating men off Hinge. I know sis, do not come for me, because I know they call Hinge unhinged now. It is so bad, okay? Like, I don't know what happened, because somebody was telling me like years ago Hinge was a really good place to meet people, and I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm like on the wrong Hinge, I don't know, or maybe I need to pay for it, I don't know. But where y'all meeting these people at? Because I see success stories all the time with people dating people off of Hinge, getting married, having kids, you know what I'm saying, white picket fence and everything. I don't know, I don't know where y'all find these people. I do have a lot of matches, but they're not like of quality. A lot of them just want one thing for me, and I'm sure you guys can guess what that is. I'm trying to figure out what's on my profile to make you think I want to deal with you. Like, I'm just trying to figure out. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you about the two recent ones that just happened. I have tons of stories, like, and now that I think about it, my last relationship was from Hinge, okay? So if y'all see my last video, then yeah, you seen what I kind of put up with. So I have matched with this guy or whatever. First of all, he was a Capricorn. I don't really do Capricorns, not really my thing. My dad is a Capricorn. I feel like my dad is the only man Capricorn I'm ever gonna like love in my life, because I'm an Aries. It just doesn't go right together. He was so consistent, would DM me every day, okay, like, hey, what you doing, what's up, like, just so consistent. And I'm thinking like, okay, we cool, like, we vibing, we build something, you know. And I had called him one day, it was like really nice outside. I was like, oh yeah, we should meet up, because he tried to meet up with me before, but I was like, you know what, I want to get to know you a little bit more. I don't want to just meet up right away. But I was like, you know what, let's just meet up. He was like, let's go to the park, we'll have a picnic, blah 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 blah. So anyways, I had called him one day to like do that because it was nice outside, and I was like, okay, we might as well do it today if you're available. So we sitting there talking, trying to plan stuff out, and this nigga gonna ask, ooh, can I say that? And this man gonna ask me, so what we doing after? And I'm like, going home. Like, what else is we gonna do? Like, I'm confused, you know? He was like, oh, I thought we were gonna be like friends. And I'm like, what you mean friends? He was like, you know. And I'm like, friends with benefits, like friends in doing other things? He was like, yeah, I thought she was on that. I'm like, when did I ever give the impression that I was on that? I never said that that's what I wanted from you. Never, ever, ever. Long story short, he ended up not meeting me that day, of course. He was like, oh, I'll hit you up later, whatever. And I was like telling him, like, if you're gonna be on that, we could just be friends. Like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I don't mind just having you as a friend. I'm cool with that. But girl, he was not okay with that. Why this man blocked me? He blocked me. He blocked me on my phone number, and he blocked me on Instagram. I'm like, I had no idea that that's what he wanted from me. I had no idea that that's what we were getting to. But in his mind, that's what was happening. And the fact that you blocked me after that is crazy. But it's cool though, because we didn't want the same things anyway, but we could have been friends. Like, you was real cool. But I was just like, that's crazy. Like, you wasted all your time hitting me up every day, asking me how I'm doing, trying to see me constantly, getting my number, getting my Instagram, like, to just ghost me. Like, it was so weird. But I'm like, you know what, it's cool, because we was not on the same page anyway, okay? So yeah, that happened. And y'all, this next one that just happened to me the other day, and it happened on the worst day, y'all. Oh my god, I was having such a bad day. I just was not in the mood, and I had forgot that I had gave this guy my number. And this was like, mind you, maybe like a week or two ago. I'm not thinking about you no more, dude. Obviously not consistent, so I'm not remembering who this man is. So anyway, he ended up calling me, and I'm like, hello? He's like, hello? And I'm like, who is this? He was like, oh, this is such and such. And I'm like, come again? Like, I don't know who you are. So anyway, I was busy and I was having a bad day, I will admit. I ended up hanging up on him because I didn't know who it was. I'm like, I feel like somebody's playing on my phone. I'm hanging up. So anyway, girl, why he texts me this? I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. What are you talking about, sir? First of all, I don't even remember who you are, because if you got my number, you should have been called me so I can remember who you are. Especially like when you're on dating apps and stuff. Usually I don't give my number out. I have only given my number to like a select few. But if you don't hit me up within like that day or a couple of days, I don't remember you. You know what I'm saying? I forgot I gave you my number, because usually once I give people my number, I unmatch them. So I don't know you. So anyway, the fact that he went off on me like that, like a whole female, he was really in his feelings, was crazy. And he's talking about he dodged a bullet. No, I dodged a bullet with you, sir, because the fact that you would go off on me just like that, you don't know, my phone could have died. Something could have happened to me, and you're going off on me because the phone cut off. Granted, I did hang up on him, but he don't know that. He don't know that. So from that text message, I was like, oh, absolutely not. I blocked his number. I was like, first of all, the audacity is crazy, because you don't even know me. You have no idea what I'm going through, nothing. So yeah, obviously you have anger problems, sir, and I don't need to deal with you. So I am happy that I seen your true colors right away. Thank you, Jesus, okay? I don't know what is going on with these men these days. Like, he was really mad. Like, granted, but you know, I was gonna say, granted, I didn't hang up on him, but he don't even know that I hung up on him. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened, okay? So yeah, that was that. But yeah, girl, it happened on such a bad day too. Like, I was having a really rough day. When I got the messages after he called, I was just like why? Why? Okay, like, maybe text me and say, hey, you good? Or hey, what happened? Maybe you know, not cuss me out though. I wasn't thinking he would do that. Even if he would have texted me and said something, I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you, send me a picture with something, you know what I'm saying? But he went to straight cussing me out, and I was just like, wow, like that has never happened to me before. And I don't know, you guys, for some reason lately, like this is like a little side note, I just have not been wanting to like date or go nowhere or talk to anybody. Like I have not been in a headspace to even give my energy to anybody. So yeah, when he called me, I was just not, I wasn't in the right headspace. Yeah, that was weird.
That's weird.
Let's see, what else can I tell y'all? I have a whole bunch of stories. Some of them I can't tell y'all though, because it's bad. I feel like I wish I had like a private group video chat, something for that. We would have to be in private, girl, not on this whole internet, Beyonce's internet, as y'all like to say, because baby, if I say that out loud, I would probably be embarrassed too. But girl, I've had some situations. Oh, I got a good one. It happened a minute ago, so I'm trying to think of the details. But long story short, we ended up matching. We were talking, vibing. He was really consistent. For the first time we got on the phone, and he was telling me like what he do for a living. He was telling me that he worked for Amazon, like some type of Amazon warehouse. He said this fancy big name, and he was like, do you know what that is? And I'm like, no, never heard of it. And he was like, oh, it's this and that, this is what I do, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I thought he was doing something. He was like, yeah, I do blah 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 blah. And I'm like, cool, okay, glad you're making money, glad you're able to take care of yourself and me eventually. But anyways, one day he had texted me. He was like, what you doing? And I'm like, nothing, chilling or whatever. And I was like, you know, I'm kind of tired of texting, let's get on the phone, like, because he was always texting me a lot. So we got on the phone, and I noticed, like, I could tell he was in the car. I'm like, oh, what you got going on? Where you going? And he was like, oh, I'm in, it was like a whole different state or whatever. He was like, oh, I'm driving my truck to so-and-so. And I'm like, driving your truck? Like, I was really confused. At first I thought he was talking about like a regular truck. I didn't know he was talking about like, you know, one of them big old trucks, because he told me he did something else for a living. And so I was like, okay. He was telling me, oh, I own like 3 trucks and blah 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 blah, bragging like he was with the first job. I'm like, okay, whatever. He come back here, he was like, hey, let's meet up, I'm back in Atlanta, I'm gonna take you to dinner, blah blah blah. So we ended up meeting up, and I met him at this cigar bar restaurant. I actually called him when I got to the restaurant, and the man came out to my car. So I was like, I thought we were having dinner, like what happened? I don't know. Anyway, I just was like, let me just go with it. I think it was like, let's go get something to drink. You know, it was a weekend, I just wanted to have a drink or whatever. So we ended up going to get something to drink. Y'all, when we got to the liquor store, this man embarrassed me so bad. So we walk into the liquor store, and you know how like the people that work the liquor store, they're always like really talkative, you know, very friendly, want to have a conversation. And this man, oh my God, this man tells the guy that works at the liquor store that we're getting married. He was like, yeah, we already have a venue picked out, we're doing X, Y, and Z, here's our colors, like going into extreme detail. It was the weirdest thing, with the straightest look on his face. And I'm looking at him like,
bombastic side eye.
this is our first kind of date, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? I was just like, we're not doing that. He was like, you need to go with it, go with it. Like, he was so into it, he wanted me to go with it. Like, if we were talking and we were like to that level, I wouldn't mind, like, you know, role playing with stuff like that, because I could see how that could be fun, you know, to mess with people in that way. But I was just like, you're being weird. You're being weird. And it just threw me off, because I was just like, no. So anyways, we ended up leaving the liquor store, and he was like, oh, I'm staying at a hotel, because I was asking him like, oh, where's your apartment, what part of the city you live in, blah 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 blah. He was like, oh, I'm staying at a hotel. And I'm like, why are you staying at a hotel? He was like, oh, because I just moved into my apartment, I don't have any furniture, I don't have a couch or anything like that, so if we go there, you're just gonna be standing up and blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Girl, come to find out, the man was living in a hotel the entire time, never had an apartment, never had a car, lied to me about everything. I mean, everything. It was the weirdest thing. So I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me this stuff off rip? He was like, well, I didn't want you judging me, I didn't want you to think I was broke or didn't have any money. Or I'm like, why lie though? Like, why make me think one thing and you're not that. Like, it's not adding up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you guys got a nice little laugh out of my stories, okay? If you have a good story too, leave it down below in the comments. Maybe I'll feature it in the video. I don't know. I'm really thinking about doing like a lot, not live, but like where I call you guys on the phone and then like I record it like I'm doing now. I feel like that would be really, really nice. Kind of have like an interactive girls night, or I could go live and do it. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? So anyways, you guys, I love you guys so much. If you guys made it to the end of this video, let me see, put a green heart in the emojis, okay? Because I have a green dress on, okay? With that being said, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.